Hi there guys, hope you're all well, hope you all had a great week. Thanks very much for coming back to the channel. Recently I have bought a small CNC stroke laser machine, and I wanted to do a project that involved using the CNC side of that machine. It's been a while since I've actually done any CNCing. I've been out of the engineering side of things now for the best part of 15-16 years, so it's been a while since I've actually used a CNC machine, so it took me a little while to get the principles back, but I think we're getting there slowly. So the project I wanted to do was, you may have seen the snippet at the beginning of this video, I wanted to make a small LED plaque so it glows the LEDs. So my plan was to, on the CNC, make a base for it, and also on the CNC engrave the acrylic to give us our picture, emblem, artwork, whatever you want to call it. So that's what I did. It's taken me a little while, but this is the first project from my machine, so hopefully things will get better. So anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Speak to you soon, take care, and bye for now. Right, so got a bit of acrylic. It's 150mm wide by 100mm deep. So I'm going to engrave on that my logo that I'm going to illuminate. So what I've done is, if you look at the computer, here I have my logo, but it's transversed, it's back to front, because obviously we're engraving it on the back of the acrylic, so if we put it the right way when we flip it, it's going to be back to front, so that's why it's transversed. So what I'm going to do now is I'll set that all ready to go. It says it's going to take 1 hour and 43 minutes to run, but obviously we'll zoom past that, so we'll get that going and then we'll see what happens at the end of it. So let's get you on there and we will start it, and hopefully it will go. Right, so I now need to make the base for our plaque to stand in. So what I've done is I've drawn this, and what it is, let me get on the end there, what it is, I don't even really see it. It's an outside surround, and then we've got step down by 6mm, which the LEDs are sitting to, and then it should cut out all the way through 150mm long for our plaque to sit in, so it sits in the top. So that's all ready to go. So it's going to take, it says it's going to take 2 hours and 58 minutes to process. So obviously I'm not going to make you sit through the whole thing, but I will record it, and then I will just put odd little clips on, and yeah. So let's get it started. Right, so what we do is we've got it all calibrated. I've set my 0 point here, so because this was a trial run, just to see how I want to get the feed speed, just so I got a nice clean finish on the wood, and that's done well. So I've recalibrated it to our start point there. So let's start it, and it should go. So our plaque is all done. As you can see, we engraved it from the back, so the front is nice and smooth. Just needs a bit of polish up. I need to clean the edges up where it's still got the saw marks on it, but I can do that. So we have our base that we've machined out. LEDs are going to go into the back. I've got some waterproof LEDs here. I'm waiting for some non-waterproof ones to come, but I want to get this project out, so I'm going to decide to use these. The only difference is that these have got like a rubber coating over the top, so what I've done is I've stripped the rubber coating off of the end so that I can solder up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a long flex on it, so that the LED controller is set away from the plaque. So what I'm going to do first off is I'm going to solder a wire onto this. There's a red wire, green wire and a blue wire, and then we have a power wire to obviously give it power. So there's 4 wires in all. So this is for a addressable LED lighting, which is 5 wires. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to strip off the white wire and not use it. I'll just use the red, green and blue and black, and then we'll use the black as the power wire. So I'm going to pull off about 1 meter, just because I don't want it too close to the controller. I would have normally made the controller fit inside the base of the plaque, but I didn't want to do that because I wanted to try and keep it as small as possible, because obviously it's not very big. So that's the plan. So let's get these stripped and soldered up, and we'll go from there. Alright, so they're all soldered. Just want to strip part of these pairs so I can get it for a piece of trunking, shrink wrap, like that. Hopefully I'll go a piece of shrink wrap now. We'll put a plug on the end now, but be aware that sometimes when you buy different lights from different places, the plugs are not all wired the same. They're supposed to be, as you look at the LED, green, red, blue, power. So obviously that, as you can see, that is not wired the same. That's blue, red, green, white. Well, white is the power anyway, but the green and the blue are the wrong way around. And the strip I've just cut this off of, I've just checked, and that is actually wired the same as this plug. So I'm going to do it the same, because if not, it's not going to work properly. So, bit of heat shrink over the cables, so obviously we can insulate them, because we don't want them touching, because we get multiple signals if we could touch them. So a piece of heat shrink over each one. So then what we want to do is we want to put a piece of heat shrink over the other end, which is our long cable, so that we can heat shrink them all together once it's all done. So that's the plan. So looking on the old one, the one that I cut off of, blue is green. Well, obviously I've wired these in the correct order, so now I'm going to solder them how they are wired to the other one. So blue is to green. So there we go. It's working, so we'll just make sure it's working. Go through the different colours, make sure we've got the red, because what happens if you've got the red and the blue, if you've got any of the wires turned over the wrong way, when you press red you'll get green or blue and vice versa. So obviously red is red, green is green, blue is blue. So we've got them the right way around, we've got the power there, and we know they're working right. So if we go on fade, that should gently fade through the colours, which it does. So we know we're good to go. So what we'll do now is we'll get it fixed into the bottom of our base. Get it fixed into the bottom of our base with some hot melt glue, and we're on the home straight. Right, so I quickly sanded this down a little bit, but the glue's still warm. So what I want to do is I want to stick a piece of felt on here to finish it off, but I'll do that off camera. So that's the base done. I've polished up the plaque on the edge here. I used 400 grit sandpaper on all three, so on the two sides and the top, because I had a cut edge along there where that had been machine cut, and then polished it up with the Yorkshire Grit original, and then the Yorkshire Grit microfine to bring back the shine. As you can see, it's brought back the shine pretty nice. So yeah, so that is it. So what we'll do is I'll get it together, and then we'll get some pictures of it in the dark to get the full effect. So I'll see you guys on the other side.